digestive system. Digestive system in human beings. Digestive system in human beings starts from mouth. It starts from mouth. Digestive system in human being is starts from mouth. It's a tube-like structure from mouth to anus. From mouth to anus, a tube-like structure that is called alimentary canal. A tube-like structure that is called alimentary canal. Mouth consists of teeth, tongue, salivary gland. Then through the food from mouth it goes into a food pipe. Food pipe consists of oesophagus. Food pipe is also called oesophagus. Food pipe is also called oesophagus, and here the peristalsis movement starts, and this oesophagus lasts into a sac-like structure that is called a stomach. Then a stomach goes upward, that is called pylorific part, and then jejunum part, and it undergoes into a small intestine. A small intestine last in connected through large intestine at a point where you see a small ruminant part that is called vermiform appendix. Vermiform appendix. So you have to take the screenshot of this. Mouth consists of teeth. As you know that in human being there are how many types of teeth? 4 types of teeth present in human being. Incisor, canine, premolar and molar. I stands for incisor. C for canine. P for premolar and M for molar. Incisor, canine, premolar and molar. So dental formula for teeth 2120 2120. This is for child. In human being, teeth comes in twice in the lifetime of a human being. Teeth in human comes for twice in their lifetime. Twice in their lifespan. This is for childhood teeth. This formula is for childhood teeth. Incisor, 2 incisor in half of the mouth part and 2 is the lower half. Then 2 to 4, total number 2 into 4, that will be 8. Here canine 2 into 2, that will be 4, and 2 into 4, that is 8. So total number of teeth at child is 20. Similarly, this formula for ICPM for adult, dental formula for adult is 2123. 2123. Incisor is 2 into 4, that will be 8. 2 into 2, that will be 4. 2 into 4, that will be 8. And 2 into 6, that will be 12. That means at adult, how many teeth are present? 32 teeth are present at adult, and in childhood only 20 teeth are present. Teeth appears in the lifespan of human being twice. In childhood all the teeth will disappear, then these teeth comes. Function of incisor, function of canine, function of premolar and molars. Once I fastly repeat you, incisor is biting and cutting. Incisor is for biting and cutting, canine is for tearing teeth, and premolar and molar is grinding and chewing and grinding. So this is the function of your teeth. Teeth can be grind the food into a smaller part. Then the food particles comes into a smaller part, and then the function of tongue start. Tongue just manipulate the food, and salivary gland present inside the mouth secretes saliva. So a small grinded food intermix with saliva converted into small grinded food intermixed with saliva converted into food bowls. So we take the food in a bowl form, in a small bit by bit. Then this food bowls comes into the from mouth to esophagus. This food bowls comes into the mouth from mouth to esophagus. Here in esophagus peristalsis movement starts. In esophagus when food comes, when food bowels comes, peristalsis movement starts from upper side to lower side. This peristalsis movement leads the food goes into the downward direction. This peristalsis movement leads to food goes in downward direction. This peristalsis movement leads to food goes in downward direction. Then these food bowls comes into the stomach. A stomach is a sac-like structure. Where peristalsis or churning movement occurs. The food from mouth, there is a salivary gland in the mouth. Salivary gland contains, saliva contains a small amount of enzyme. That enzyme is known as amylase, or it may be called ptyalin. It acts upon carbohydrate and it partially digests carbohydrate. Partially digestion of carbohydrate takes place in the mouth. Similarly, in a stomach consists of three types of cell. The inner layer of a stomach consists of three types of cell. Oxyntic cell, zymogen cell, and mucosa cell. Oxyntic cell secretes hydrochloric acid. Zymogen cell secretes enzymes for digestion, and mucosa cell secrete mucus. When food comes into the stomach, these three cells, let us suppose that when food comes here, the oxyntic cell secrete HCl. HCl secreted by the stomach, whose pH value is too much higher. That means it's highly acidic. pH value is 1. So if any bacteria or any microbes are present, then this one killed by this HCl, as well as it can be dissociated carbohydrate as well as protein into peptones, and carbohydrates also dissociated by the HCl. But the pH value of HCl is too much high. That means that will be damage our stomach wall. So at the same time, a protective layer secreted by the mucosa cell just surrounding these things, and zymogen cell, that is the enzyme secreted by the stomach, acts on this food material, and this whole food material is just intermixed with HCl, zymogen cell, and whole things is covered by the mucosa cell. And due to the churning movement, this food material converted into semi-fluid food material, which is acidic in nature, and this semi-fluid food material is known as chyme. This semi-fluid food material is known as chyme, CHYME. Chyme is a semi-fluid food material that will be presented in our stomach. Then this semi-fluid food material goes into the pylurubic membrane of stomach into a small intestine. From pylurubic part of stomach to intestine. That intestine is a small intestine. a small intestine, a small intestine, a small intestine, a small a small intestine, a small intestine consists of three parts: upper part, middle part, and lower part. Upper part connected to the stomach, upper part connected to the stomach, connected to the stomach, and here common duct from liver, that is the bile duct, as well as pancreatic enzyme from pancreas. These two ducts combinedly open into here the bile duct, and from pancreas there is also a one duct. These two ducts combinedly open into the upper part of a small intestine, and the function of these two ducts to reduce the acidity. It contains too much. These common bile duct contains too much salt and water. These common bile duct contains too much salt and water that will leads to the food which is acidic in our stomach, that leads the food become alkaline, food become alkaline, and all the enzymes secreted in the middle part of stomachs acted on middle part of stomach. All the enzymes secreted acted on the food, and that food will be alkaline in nature, alkaline in nature. So this alkaline semi-fluid material is called chyle, chyle. Chyle is a food present in a small intestine. Chyle is a food present in a small intestine. In a small intestine, all the digestive enzymes such as carbohydrate digesting an enzyme is called amylase. Carbohydrate digestive enzyme amylase. It converted into a smaller piece glucose. Carbohydrate is converted into glucose. Proteins digestive enzymes converted pepsin, converted into amino acid. Protein converted into amino acid. And fat digestive enzyme, fat and oils digestive enzyme converted into fat droplets or lacteals, fat droplets, that is lipase. These three enzymes secreted in a small intestine, and that will be converted into complex food material into the simpler one. and these two, glucose and amino acid, is just absorbed at the lower part of our small intestine. At the lower part of our small intestine, there is a finger like projection, and that finger like projection is known as villi. There are so many villi that will be glucose and amino acid that will be absorbed at the lower part of the small intestine, and lacteals is not absorbed here. Lacteals absorbed by a special veins present in our small intestine, and as more and more glucose and amino acid that will be absorbed by the lower part, and then the last part that absorbed food goes into the large intestine. In large intestine, what happen? All the food material which containing all the digestive things goes into our blood through the hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein. Hepatic portal vein carries these glucose and amino acid into our heart, and the large intestine, undigested food with water comes here. The maximum absorption of water takes place. Maximum absorption of water takes place in large intestine. Maximum absorption of water takes place, and the remaining, the unwanted material goes into the cecum. That is the last part of our large intestine, cecum, and then it is stored in cecum, and then it expelled out from anus. This is the whole nutrition in our life or in human beings. This is the whole digestive process or whole nutrition takes place in human beings. Okay, then you have to draw the diagrams of from the NCERT books, and there are some necessary questions and answers which will be present in NCERT book. You will take that questions from your books, as well as we will meet you again in next video. Okay, thank you.